Like a one. Perfect. All right, go to black. All right, and
10,
oh God, guys.
9,
Okay.
8, 7, 6,
Ready
5,
to zoom.
4,
Start your zoom. Camera two.
3,
Ready to.
2,
Ready camera two.
1.
Open mic. Cue talent.
Puns, scarecrows,
Stop the
and
zoom.
salads.
Go
Your
back
go-to
to
show
your
for everything green and growing.
camera.
Learn
Thank
how to
you.
make a garden salad.
Ready title
Get some
graphic.
tips
Ready
and
still
tricks
story
on how
one
to
with
upkeep your
bump.
garden. And get an inside look at a day in the life of a garden specialist. All this and more on Nothing Beats Gardening.
Can we dissolve to that with bump? Ready camera two. Will you tell me time?
Um, 9. Okay.
All right. Fade to camera two. Dissolve. Open mic and cue talent.
I'm your host, Wesley. Today, I'm
Ready,
joined by
playback one.
special guest, Ryan. Let's take an inside look at his garden before we bring him out.
Take your roll track take. Guys, this is crazy what this happened. And then we're coming back on two with him.
Can you give me time back so I can hold it?
What?
Can you give me like time so I can hold it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on a shot of Ryan
time?
running out and hugging a plant.
Left? No. 45 left.
It ends. The last clip is Ryan running and hugging the plant,
Okay.
and that's the last clip of the
Perfect.
video.
Can you give me like every 15 seconds? Or 30 seconds after that. That's so cute. Camera one, can you get a closer shot? And then one shot and stand with camera three. 15 seconds. Can you guys both tighten your shots to one shot? Camera three, get a one shot. Yeah.
This is the last shot.
Yeah.
Of the video.
3, 2, 1. Fade to camera two. Open mic cue talent.
Incredible.
please
Please
get that
welcome
one shot
our
camera three?
our resident garden expert, Ryan. Ryan, how are you doing today?
Take one.
I'm doing great, Wesley. Breathing in all
Ready,
that oxygen
camera
really
three.
gets me going.
We have an
Take it.
interesting agenda for today's show, but first,
Ready one.
let's talk about gardening. So Ryan, tell me, how did you get into gardening?
Take it.
Well, I was walking through a park one day and saw a huge zucchini glistening in the wet mud, and that was
Ready,
when I
three.
knew I had found my calling.
Take it.
I'm happy at least one of us found our calling.
Yeah,
Anything
ready,
you want to
two.
say to your adoring fans out there?
Take it.
Well, the thing I want to say is I want to thank my family
Ready,
for
one.
pushing me to always pursue my
Okay.
career in gardening. It would have never come true if it weren't for them.
And when exactly did you find out that gardening was your passion?
Take it.
It was really just a few days ago,
Ready, two.
actually. You
Take
know,
it.
it's definitely the best thing to ever happen to me.
So, what exactly do you grow in your garden?
That's a great question. I grow vegetables, flowers, and other plants, some of which we'll see today.
Ready, three.
Wow, that's wonderful, Ryan. Since you are the gardening expert, do you believe in using
Move your
synthetic
picture
fertilizers,
shot
or are
three.
you more of a natural fertilizer kind of guy?
Well, you know, I only huff paint.
Take it.
Oh,
you
okay.
think it's good?
Well, would you mind telling us
Ready, one.
telling us your gardening routine on a normal day for you?
Take it.
Yeah, it usually starts with grounding. I get on the
Ready,
ground
two.
to feel as close to my vegetables as I can. Then I make sure to attend to each plant in the garden, giving them all equal attention.
Take it.
That's very thorough, Ryan. To finish
ready,
off, what do you want to
still
accomplish in
story
today's
one.
show?
Well, I want to show people the benefits of my gardening plan, along with how to create a
With,
delicious meal made out of the vegetables that I grow.
Which,
Thanks,
Flavor.
Ryan. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Nothing Beats Gardening. We'll be back after the break.
dissolve to still start with bump. And then ready playback one. And then fade to black. And up on playback one. Take it.
Can someone on headset like give me counts when we come back in from break?
Ready playback two.
Yeah, I can do that.
Are we under or over?
Under.
And ready two. Take it.
Here's dessert, ladies.
Oh, some normalcy. I miss it.
There's
Okay,
only three.
so we're gonna
That's
do the
not
welcome.
good.
Ready, still store one with bump. Yeah.
Oh, you did
How much time left?
Here.
How much time left? 5,
Sharing, it's
Four,
the icing on the cake.
3,
from the Church
2,
of Jesus Christ of Latter-day
1.
Dip to
Saints.
black and fade up on the still story with bump. And get ready for camera 2 with the zoom
And title
in.
cancel.
Dissolve, take it. Open my Q talent.
Welcome back to Nothing Beats
Ready,
Gardening, the show where we talk
roll
all
in with
things
the
gardens,
ingredients. Get
including
ready,
all that we grow in
Still
them.
store with the ingredients.
We have Ryan
Where
in
are
the studio today.
ingredients?
Ryan is a gardening
Okay.
enthusiast as of a few
Ready,
days
still
ago
seven?
and is here to show us how to make a salad. So Ryan, you said you could use all the items you grow to make a salad. Could you show us how to make your award-winning salad?
Absolutely, Wes. This was a recipe that my grandmother had originally taught me.
Dissolve two ingredients.
So this particular specialty is designed to be simple yet elegant.
Ready
and it's mainly
for-
made with simple vegetables like tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, cabbage, and of course my favorite, zucchini. Now the first thing we want to do is start with a fresh bed of lettuce.
And
You can use any
dissolve
kind
camera
here,
four.
but I really prefer to use romaine.
Would spinach
Ready,
also
one.
work?
Absolutely, you could definitely use
Take it.
spinach. It's just
Oh,
important that you make sure to
ready
chop
two.
up the lettuce small enough.
Take it.
So if you look in
Camera
here,
one,
we have
can you
our
fix your
lettuce
shot
chopped up already
so that
into
we can
nice
get
little pieces
the,
like so. So it's all ready to go,
Thank
and we can
you.
put it
Ready?
right in here.
4.
So once we have our bed of
never
lettuce
mind,
down,
never
the
mind.
next thing that we're going to
And
want to add
ready, one, and
is
take it.
moving on with
Can
our
someone
vegetables,
hop up on
right?
camera
So
two
we're going to
to
do,
get
for layering
a-
purposes,
to
we're
get
going to
more
keep
of
all
the
of our
thing on
lettuce
the
in here,
table?
and we're going to grab our tomatoes.
Zoom out on
we
camera
have-
2.
Oh,
Someone
sorry.
Please go ahead.
I was going to
And
ask
camera
first. I got
three,
really
get a
curious though. Sorry, I got
close-up
really
on my
excited
end.
when I saw the tomatoes because tomatoes are
Perfect,
my
camera
favorite.
two.
But do you
Camera
cut
three,
them
get a-
first, or do you just add them in like that?
Personally, I like to
Actually,
cut
get a
them first.
two-shot
I think
camera
that
three.
definitely
I'm
helps
just
to
joking.
kind of get
Ready,
them more
camera
in your
one.
salad, but you could definitely
it.
leave them in there just the way they are. So right now we're going to
Ready,
take a couple of
camera
these
four.
tomatoes just like
Take
this
it.
and cut just right down the middle like that. And then we can throw them right into our salad.
And
Here's a couple
ready,
times to make
camera
sure we
two.
have enough in there.
Oh
Could
my
get a little
God,
messy,
that's
so just,
crazy.
be careful with that. We'll just put in 3
camera one,
for right
actually.
now. Of course, you can kind of judge
Take it.
on your own how many that you want to go in there.
Ready,
This
camera
looks
3.
great. And all these things come from your
Take
garden?
Yeah, and they're really high in antioxidants, which is super essential for the body to grow healthily. All right, so the next thing we want to do is add a few
Ready,
slivers
4.
of zucchini. So we're going to go in here, grab our zucchini, and it's important that you do thin
Take
slices
it.
because you don't want it to overpower everything else in the salad. There's a really strong taste. So we're going to come right here, just cut. So this is a little bit too thick of a slice if you look there. So we're going to try and get a little thinner like that. Like that's
Beautiful
about good, so if you can
slice.
see that.
Oh,
Just
yeah, get that
like
slice.
so. So we're going to do that just a couple times.
Ready.
And then you
Ready
can
for
throw
3.
these right into your salad bowl. So we're just going to pop
Ready, take
these
it.
right in here with the rest of it.
Wow. I can't believe you grow all this in your garden.
Ready.
To imagine that you can create a salad with little to no money is absolutely crazy.
Ready,
Oh, well,
2.
you flatter me, Wes. But the next thing we want to
Take
do is
it.
we're going to take our cabbage and carrots. Now, for these, I actually did pre-cut them because it can
Yeah.
be pretty tedious when you're going.
Ready, 4.
You want to make sure you slice
Take
these
it, and then
all
make sure you
slowly
follow
because it can get
the
very dangerous,
action of it
especially these
going
carrots
into
can be
the
super unpredictable. When you're looking at these, again, we just kind of chopped them up into little pieces like this. Again, when you're cutting these at home, please, please be careful. We don't want any finger
Okay.
injuries or anything like that.
Right,
So we're going
what
to take that. We
do
also have our
is, like, a
cabbage here
little
in a little cup.
zoom.
So we're just going
Little
to
float
pour
in.
this right in with the rest of our salad.
So get
So we
it.
just add them in just like that?
Beautiful.
Just like that. All right, so the next thing we're going to want to do is grab our cucumber. That's our next ingredient that we're going
Ready,
to put
take
in.
it.
So we have a nice cucumber here. And again, it's going to be very similar to the zucchini.
Ready,
You're just going to
4.
kind of cut it just into thin slices.
Take
Again,
it,
you
do
can
a
do a
little
little
float
bit bigger
and zoom.
slices for these because the flavor will be a
Get
little
that
different. Of course, it
zoom
is
right.
smaller than our zucchini. Again, so we're just
all
going
right,
to
you
kind
can stop the zoom.
of cut like this, just go
Ready,
along.
camera
Get a few pieces,
3.
and you can throw these
Take it.
right into our salad bowl,
Awesome.
like so.
Is that it?
Well, there's one more thing that we can do. Our final step is our salad
Ready?
dressing. Really great to put this on top. It makes it nice and fancy and everything. I'm just using balsamic vinaigrette, so nothing too fancy.
Right,
But
can
we
you
just
get a
open
little
this
more lower on
right
the
up.
salad and
Ellie,
take it.
tell them to stretch.
like this. And we're just going to take this
Stretch, talk
and
more at
pour
the
it
end.
in.
Anything
So it
like
really
that.
is able to kind of mix everything together really nicely once we have it in here. And then I definitely recommend kind of just tossing your salad a
Ready
little
to.
bit. It's like we have this fork here. We can
Take
kind
it.
of just mix everything together. You want to make sure you get
Take
that
it.
salad dressing, the vinaigrette that we used, just all throughout the bowl. Again, so
Ready,
you have a really
3.
nice equal flavor no matter
Take it.
what you bite with. Again, so you're going in and you kind of get a healthy serving of everything, right?
Oh, yeah. That seems to make sense.
So there we go. Now that we have that here,
Ready,
we got
3.
all of our ingredients
we are on
in the
3.
salad. Wes, if you want to give this
Ready,
a try,
2.
it's all ready. Be my
Take it.
guest.
Oh, sure. It looks absolutely delicious. I would give it an actual try.
All right.
Oh my.
Alrighty. So The flavors really just pop, you know? I just love how all the ingredients just kind of mesh together. This is such a wonderful
Take it.
gourmet dish, Ryan. It's absolutely delicious. You can really tell the difference between store-bought and homegrown. You know, I'm actually going to keep this over here. I'm going to keep that for later.
That's exactly my point, though. When you grow things from home, you just get that nice sense. It really just brings it all together. Now,
Yeah, ready,
again, we have our salad, but
ready
there's still a
one.
lot of leftover ingredients that
it.
we have here on the table. So
Ready,
I also
still
brought
store
some
one.
pasta today that we have right here. And the idea here that we're going to do
And
is we're just going to make a nice little
dissolve to
pasta
it.
salad.
All right, what do we do then?
Well, the first thing we want to do, we have our bowl right here. We're going to take our pasta, we
ready,
have
LED,
zucchini,
1 minute left.
And
tomatoes,
dissolve.
cucumbers, cheese, and other kind of salad dressing. So to start off,
Ready
we're just going to
for-
take our
There's
pasta,
1 minute.
throw a little
Ready
bit
for
in the
take it?
bowl that we have here, just like so. Again, I'm not going to do a whole lot right now, just for the purposes
Take
of
it.
this. Next, we want to do is same thing. Take those tomatoes that we used earlier, grab a couple
Ready
more of
for
those,
it.
and we can throw
Take
them in.
it.
So again, just cut those in halves. I like to cut them in half again for this. That's pretty much my standards. We're going to cut those in half,
Allie, 30 seconds left.
throw those right in the bowl there.
Good job, Ray.
Next we can do,
Keep
we
your
can
hands
grab
moist.
our
Ready to.
cucumber here, which again, just again, thin slices, kind of like what we did earlier,
Okay, 20
just
seconds.
like so.
Wow, that
Can we
looks
get a little
absolutely
just,
delicious, Ryan.
fade in?
So,
or like not fade in.
Okay, 15
So
seconds.
yeah, it looks
never
delicious,
mind.
Ryan.
Ready to.
And there we go. We can
Yeah.
add, we have some cheese and some other
10,
dressing that we can add in,
9.
but
Just
that's
tell them to wrap
all
it
up
up.
to you.
Oh, that's delicious, Ryan. Well, thank you so much for showing us how to make these two wonderful recipes. We don't go
And
anywhere. We
ready,
have more exciting
still
things
for
planned
one,
for after the
with
break.
bump.
Stay with us.
And fade, dissolve to still store. And ready black, ready still store 1. Or ready playback 1. All right, fade to black. And up on playback 1.
Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
We're doing. We caught up. We started at 11.
15 seconds left of this.
We're
Yeah.
under.
Ready, ready,
I- it's
playback
like a
2.
good
Ready,
amount of
playback
under.
That
2.
automobile, eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Eyes on the road, hands
Yeah.
on the wheel.
And fade to black. And up on playback 2.
I think. I kind of feel like we're fine.
Ready 2. Ready camera 2.
15 seconds shorter. Like, I feel like I'd rather. Okay.
Oh, ready, welcome back with bump.
Yeah.
8, 7,
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
fade to black, fade up on welcome back with bump. Dissolve to camera 2, open my Q talent.
Welcome back to Nothing Beats Gardening. As a reminder, we
Can
have
we get both of
Ryan
the cameras
here,
on one
who is our
shot?
gardening
Camera 1 and
expert,
3.
to show us all
Get a
about
one
his
shot.
passion and career in floriculture.
I'm happy to be here.
So Ryan, so we know how you know how to make your infamous salad, of course, but we also heard that you know a thing or two about how to make people laugh.
Ready 1,
Well, Wes,
Take it.
you could say I'm kind of a big deal.
ready
Oh
3.
wow, you really are one of a kind.
Wes, people often tell me, I've never met anyone like you.
Take it.
So Ryan, how often do you tell these jokes? It seems just kind of natural, it's second nature to you, you know?
Take it.
What can I say, Wes? Every day I'm brustling.
Take it.
So every day, I assume, you're gonna keep going, and I'm going. I'm rooting for
Uh-huh.
you.
Thanks, Wes. You know
Ready
me,
to.
gardeners don't miss a beat, so I'm really happy to be on this show. It really is one in a million.
Take it.
Ha!
Camera 1,
Good one.
can you zoom
Mind
in
if I have a
closer
give it a
on
shot?
Ryan a little bit?
Beat my guest.
Well, if I really wanted to get into gardening, I could
Ready, take
get into
it.
gardening, so I could finally get some peace
Ready,
and
1.
quiet.
Take it.
Oh
Ready,
my
1, take
gourd,
it.
that was a good one,
Never
Wes.
mind,
You got
okay.
any more?
Oh,
Go
I
back
think
to
that's
2,
about
right,
it.
right, 2.
That's about it for me. Besides, we have to talk about some
Ready,
helpful
stay with
gardening
us.
tips.
Ready, still store.
So stick with us, and we'll be right back after to chive into some tips and
Yeah.
tricks coming up. Stay with us.
Dissolve to still store with bump. Ready, playback 1, fade to black. Up on playback 1.
Here's dessert, ladies.
Good job, guys. Fiona's coming in to get another headset. She has low battery.
All right,
Fiona's
let's do
coming in
this.
to get another headset, low battery. Fiona's getting another headset,
Okay.
low battery.
You did just one.
Allie, can you tell
Ready, playback
both
2.
of Allie, can you hear me? Can you tell both of them to talk very slow on?
Sharing, it's the icing on the cake.
You
From
got
the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day
And
Saints.
dissolve the playback too. No.
Eyes on the road, hands on the
Two.
wheel. Safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
How much time on this playback too? 19 seconds. All right, ready. Welcome back, graphic.
Safely drive that automobile.
7,
Eyes on the road,
6,
hands on
5,
the wheel.
4,
Eyes on the road,
3, 2,
hands on the
1.
wheel.
And dissolved graphic. Bring and bump. Ready, camera 2. Dissolved, camera 2. Open mics, cue talent.
Welcome back to Nothing Beats Gardening. Ryan, you made an amazing salad with ingredients that anyone can grow in their own backyard.
Ready, 1.
But I'll be honest, I don't know the first thing about gardening. So, do you have any tips and tricks for me and for any of the lovely people out there with a green thumb?
Well,
Take
of
it.
course I do. Gardening is an
Ready,
amazing
3.
thing. The feeling of growing your very own food, using it to make meals, is unlike anything else. But my first tip that I would give is to really do your research. There's many different types of vegetables that you're going to want to grow for a garden salad. They all have different requirements and conditions for them to thrive.
Take it.
Really? Care to give an example?
Ready, take it.
Absolutely. We all know that plants need water to grow and live, but something that's often forgot about is drainage, especially when it comes to
Ready,
tomatoes,
3.
say. They need moisture in the soil, but you also need proper drainage so you don't overwater your plants.
Take it.
Wow, who knew?
Ready, 1.
Another great tip for
Take
growing
it.
zucchini in specific is to give them
Ready,
plenty
3.
of room for their vines to grow outward. It always helps to give your plants some room to grow, especially zucchinis. But remember, you do have to consider the seasons for growing plants. The best time to grow cabbage, for example, is sometime between the late winter and early spring.
Well, what if
Take it.
what if you
Ready,
want
1.
the salad at another time of the year?
Well,
Take
the
it.
very nature of a garden salad, it really does let you put whatever you want into it. It gives the gardener full
3.
control. And like I said, do your research. If you want to make a garden salad based on what's in season, just make sure you're doing plenty of research. But also make sure you know the right amount of sunlight and water that your plants will need, depending on what you're growing in what season.
Take it.
Well, that's all super helpful. But
Ready,
Ryan,
1.
what about some other things that might grow and are not super helpful, like weeds? How do I deal with those?
Take it.
Well, as the saying goes, all that's guaranteed in life is
Ready,
death,
3.
taxes, and weeds. Weeds
Okay.
can and will spring up, so it's really important that you
ready,
go
2.
through your garden regularly and you pick the
Zoom a
weeds
little
you
bit.
can
Camera
find.
2.
Are there any other ways to get
Zoom
rid of
in,
weeds?
camera 2.
Well, you can go to the
Ready,
store
2,
and buy
take 2.
some spray to kill the weeds, but I always say to go natural and just pull
Ready,
the weeds
1.
out yourself.
Take
Those
1.
kind of sprays that you would buy at the store could really harm your plants,
Ready, 3.
especially other bugs too that may be in there with your plants. A lot of these bugs that we see, people buy pesticides to kill them, but they're really super helpful for your plants. It's an ecosystem, and they really all kind of work off of each other.
All
Take it.
right. All right. Well then, I'll make sure to not use pesticides
Ready,
or
1.
weed killers.
Take
Wes,
it.
when you become interested in gardening, as I am, you kind of learn to love all of its
Ready,
aspects.
2.
Even though picking out weeds, it helps your plants, and it can even help yourself, as it can give you a break from your stressful day.
Ready,
I never
3.
thought of it like that, but I
Take
have
it.
one more question for you, Ryan. And I have heard that talking or even singing to your plants can actually help them grow. Is that
Ready, 1.
true, Ryan?
You know, I've heard this a lot. A lot
Take
of
it.
people have asked this question to me, and it really is
Okay, tell them
scientifically
to
proven. The
wrap it
human
up.
voice is on such a level that it actually does help your
How much
plants
more time?
grow
We're
better
a
Ready,
little
2.
bit
and
over,
stronger.
but not
You know, I said it can give you an
Take it.
escape and help your own mental health. It can also help the plants and their health
How
and
much
their
time on
physical
this
health.
clock?
Gardening is a win-win situation for you and the plants.
Well,
This
that's
is
fascinating, Ryan. I think I'm ready to
2:40.
start growing some veggies and make my
All right,
own
okay,
garden
wrap
salad.
it up,
I'll
wrap
be
it
sure to
up.
talk to those plants
All right.
before the harvest. Thank you
Ready-
so much for those tips and those
Ready,
tips
graphic?
and tricks,
Ready,
Ryan.
stay with us,
We'll
graphic?
be right
Ready,
back
bump?
after with some fun crafts after the break.
Bring and bump.
Also make sure
Ready, dipped black.
Okay.
And dipped black. And roll in server. Sorry. How are we on time?
we're over. I'm used to doing this. Ellie, can you tell them to not do the paper for the roof.
Ready, server
not
two.
not mention any of the drawing, and go kind of fast on this because they went over on it.
And roll in server two.
Here's dessert, ladies.
What? I can't hear
All
you.
right, ready, welcome back graphic.
You can't hear me?
Oh, you did
They can't hear me. They can't hear me. 15. Allie, can you hear me now? Okay. Tell them to go pretty quick on the demo, not to do the
Share it.
Ryan
It's
knows.
the
And don't
icing
do the
on the
paper
cake.
house.
From the Church of Jesus
Ready, Bob?
Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Roll in graphic, stick and bump. And ready, camera two. Dissolve to camera two.
Dissolve. Sorry.
Open mics. Q-Town.
Welcome back to Nothing Beats Gardening. Brian shared some great tips on how to properly grow many of the vegetables we use in our salad today. But how else can we make our garden come to life?
One of my
Camera one,
favorite
camera
ways to
three,
make your
can we
garden
get,
more alive is to
a
add
wider
a
shot,
bird feeder.
Wesley?
It also helps keep them away from your crops and the worms
Ready,
in the
one?
soil that are helping your crops.
Take it.
Wow,
Ready, two?
that's a great idea, Ryan.
Take it.
What kind of bird feeder did you get, and how expensive was it?
Well, that's the best part, Wes. This bird feeder I made is completely out of household objects,
Ready,
so
one?
it costs
Take it.
absolutely nothing.
Really? No kidding. That
Ready,
sounds
three?
awesome. I wish I knew how to make one, Ryan.
Ready,
Well, I've
two?
got good news for you today, Wes.
Take
Are
it.
you going to show us all how to make a bird feeder at home?
That's exactly what we're going to do. So to make
Camera
a bird
three, you
feeder,
have
we're
to
going
get
to
a
need some
wider
materials that
shot
are
of
commonly
Wesley.
found around your house. What we're going to need for this
Wider,
project
like
are
chart
an
the
empty
table.
tissue box, an empty toilet paper or paper towel roll. You're going to want
Ready,
some
three?
tape or glue if you have it.
Ready, four?
We need some scissors, some string to
ready,
attach,
still store?
birdseed, and some peanut butter.
Well, that sounds great.
dissolve
And
it.
I have all these things at my house,
Now cut it,
shockingly
dissolve.
enough. So, where do we start?
The first thing you want to do is grab your scissors, and we're just going to cut
And
right down the paper
dissolve
towel
out.
holder, like so. This is going to
Ready,
create a
four?
little space for the birds to be able
Take
to
four.
come in and sit down and get some bird food. So we're just going to cut it open just like
okay.
this for right now.
Ready, two?
So then what we're
Take
going to do, we want to attach this paper
Tilt up a
towel
little
roll
bit
to
to
the
camera four.
inside of our tissue
Like,
box.
zoom out a little bit.
So we're just going to
Ready,
actually
four?
just kind of fold
Take four.
this back side here, just like that. We're going to grab our tape
Ready, one?
like this.
Take
Again,
it.
for right now, we're going to
Ready,
tape just
four?
like that. And we're going
And take
to
it.
put that inside here. And we're just kind of going to stick
Ready,
it
three?
right onto the back.
And take it.
So it'll stay just like that.
Ready, four?
But, well, how do
Take
you
it.
keep it attached to the bottom is my question.
Ready, two?
So the next thing that we're going to want to do
Take it.
is we have some string, right? So we're going to attach this to the top like
Ready,
this.
four?
Again, normally you can get
it.
a little more creative, add some design elements, but for right now we're just going to attach the string. If you have glue, that's great, but if not, that is totally
Ready,
okay.
three?
So we're just going to cut the string
Take it.
right here, if we can. And
Ellie,
use the smaller scissors.
Just, like, you can tell
Just grab
Ready,
these.
four?
attach it again. I
And
think they went
take it.
too.
We have some smaller string today, but you can use any size that would work best for you. So we have this
ready?
string right here.
Ready,
Next
one?
thing we want to do is just kind of grab
Take
our
it.
tape, and we're just going to kind of place that right on the edge,
Ready, two?
right here. Again,
it.
you can kind of keep it just like that. We're going to put that on the
Ready,
top
four?
of our tissue box. So the idea is this will
Take
be
it.
able to hang off of somewhere in your roof. You can tie a little knot on the top. For right
Ready,
now,
two?
what I'm just going to do,
Take
just
it.
again, it'll just make it a little simpler. If you have extra tape, you have glue, you can just kind of make a little
Ready,
makeshift
four?
knot. Again, because this string may
And
not
take
be
it.
Yeah.
the best, this will definitely just kind of help to keep it in place. So we're just going to go like this.
And for all the people at home,
Ready,
they can
two?
obviously tie like a much
Take
better
it.
knot. But
Absolutely.
for right now, we're
2
just
minutes.
doing it quickly, right?
For right now, we're just going to do it like that.
Ready,
And the
three?
great thing too is you really
Take
want to
it.
be able to hang this outside your house. So you see it hangs like this. If you don't have a hook outside, it's super easy to go pick one
Ready,
up.
two?
You know, just go to your local
Take two.
grocery store. They're pretty cheap. You can hang one right outside.
Really? And like, and what do you recommend? Any kind of hook, like any
Ready?
hook in particular?
Nothing in particular. Just make sure
Take
that
it.
it's strong enough to be able to hold all your bird seed, and especially when the birds land, you want that to be able to support that weight.
Alrighty, Ryan. So I do have one big question though. I
Yeah.
did notice
Ready,
that
two?
there happens to be some peanut
Take
butter
it.
on the table.
There-
And I have the glaring question of, what in the world is that for?
So yes, we are going to get
Ready,
to the
four?
peanut butter, but before we do that, we're actually going to want to take
Take
our
it.
bird seeds. This is kind of just a regular generic mix of bird seed that you would get at the grocery
Zoom out a
store.
little bit, camera four.
And this you kind of just want to pour right in here. So that's what I'm going to do. We're just going to kind of
Actually, you guys.
pour
can-
it
Yeah, there you go.
like so.
Ready,
Some spills
two?
out, that's okay.
Take
You want
it.
a reasonable amount in here. Again,
Ready,
kind of push it
four?
back
Left.
like so.
take it.
And there we go.
One
So that we
minute
have the
left.
bird seed in there, so that'll
Okay, one
be
minute
able to
left.
attract all the
All right,
birds.
ready, two?
But to answer your peanut
And
butter
take it.
question, the peanut butter is here. That also will help attract the birds. We will kind of just want to spread that
Ready,
along
four?
the edge, like so.
Take
So we're going
four.
to take our knife here, full of peanut butter, and we're just kind of
Ready,
going to
three?
spread it on the edges.
Take 3.
On the inside, right here.
Wow.
So you can put it there, on the edges. It can get a little messy,
Ready,
so just make
4?
sure you have
Take
enough to kind of clean up. So we're just going to keep spreading that just like that. And if you don't have peanut butter, you can use
Ready,
kind of
3.
anything. It's
30
really just
seconds left.
something that will be able to attract the
seconds.
birds to your birdhouse, besides the birdseed.
Ready, 2.
All right, that sounds
And
amazing,
take it.
Ryan. But I do have one question for you. What about other animals like squirrels and chipmunks? Couldn't they get in there too?
That's a great question, Wes. Absolutely. Squirrels, chipmunks, other animals like that can get in here. I mean, I'm sure you've seen
All right,
crazy videos
ready,
online
bump.
of squirrels jumping up and trying to get
15
into
seconds
things.
left.
But you really don't have to worry too much because at the end of the day,
Ready?
I'd rather them go after my birdseed than my tomatoes and my cucumbers and zucchinis. So really,
Okay, tell
it
them
is
to
what
wrap
it is.
it up.
Wow, you make a
Stick and
great
bump.
point there, Ryan. Thank you so much for your time and for showing us how to build this amazing bird feeder.
Ready
Don't go
to
anywhere,
dip
folks,
black?
because we have one more special presentation about my good friend Ryan once we return.
And dipped black and roll in server.
The graphic.
Still. Oops, sorry. Forgot about still.
There's only 3.
Yeah, sorry.
So good.
So this is the F block now, yeah.
Oh, you didn't get one.
We got right out.
Yeah.
It was 25-25, so we're about 10 seconds slow, but
We're on time.
Sharing, it's the icing on
We
the
on time?
cake. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day
And
Saints.
roll in next server.
Eyes on the
We on
road,
time.
hands on the wheel.
over,
Safely
but-
drive that
Like how much?
automobile. Eyes on the road,
Okay.
hands on the wheel.
Allie,
Title
can you
graphic.
tell
Welcome
them
back.
the intro
Ready?
to the day in
Welcome
my
back,
life?
title
Tell
graphic.
Wes to kind of go quick with it, and then same with the outro. Just tell him this
Ready,
next
still,
spot.
store 1.
Be kind of quick.
Safely drive that
And ready, bump.
automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Eyes on the road,
3,
hands on the wheel.
Dissolving graphic, sneak and bump. And ready, camera 2. Dissolve to camera 2. Open mics and cue talent.
Welcome back to Nothing
Ready,
Beats
day in
Gardening.
the life
Before we
package
close
2.
our program for today, we have our special reporter who is with Ryan, our gardening expert, to document his day-to-day life in the garden. This is a never seen before documentary. Please enjoy.
And roll it. All right, this is 1 minute and 10 seconds. And then afterwards, it's credits. David, you can cut their mics. They're done.
Allie, can you tell Wes to just
All right,
like
ready,
literally right
credits,
after
ready,
the day in my
put in
life, don't
credits,
even
preview,
say like,
put
thank
in-
you, that was
put
great. Just be
credits,
like,
preview.
thanks so much, everyone. This was nothing, like tell him to do the quickest outro.
10-4.
All right, and David, ready, bump. After this package is done. Okay, 30 seconds on this
Okay,
package.
1 minute left in the show. Wait, yeah. Allie, can you tell Jamie to scroll down, or scroll down to the. That's it for Nothing Beats Gardening. Yeah,
1,
that's it. 8,
3,
7,
4.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And dissolve camera 2.
For Nothing Beats Gardening. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.
All right,
Ready.
rolling credits, rolling credits. Ready, 3.
20 seconds left.
Change
15
it,
seconds.
change it,
10, 9,
change it,
8, 7, 6, 5,
and
4,
change it again,
3, 2, 1.
and ready and dissolve. Tip black. 6 seconds over.